Fix this a little bit here. Hey guys, how y'all doing tonight? Thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to Monday Night Live. I want to thank everybody for being here. Oh, there I go. I just got notified that I'm live. I guess it's official. Oh, double official. Donald Masson, my member, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here. David, Giacomo, thank you, my friends. Mr. Slotcar, thank you for joining us tonight. I appreciate it. All right, we'll just let a few more people wander in here. Southern Slot Racing, thanks for joining us, my friend. Another member, absolutely fantastic. I appreciate it, my friend. Slot Car League of Champions, thank you for joining us tonight. I appreciate it. Absolutely excellent crowd we got going on tonight. Fantastic, guys. I got big news when it comes to if you guys like free stuff and stuff that's lit up, today could be your night. Awesome. I don't know if you guys caught my review yet of the Camaros. The red one is out now. Make sure you catch that. I'm in the midst of doing the blue one now. And I was also at the Royal Canadian Artillery Museum today. So, I don't know. I think we were all young kids at some time wishing that we could all roll around in the tank somewhere. I don't know. This might be the video for you. Or even if you're interested in what's going on. Holy cow. There's literally a shell that was up to my tits. No question about it. It was so huge. It was like this. No joke. You'll see, I took a picture of it. Yeah, wait till you see this gun. They got a kick-ass gun collection from the war, starting with as far back as whatever it was, I guess musket days. And then as the wall goes through, the weapons just get more power, like the hand weapons get more powerful and powerful, until finally you're at the other end where the Kalashnikovs are and all the modern day rifles. Thank you. I was lucky enough to have my lovely wife with me. She's in the Army Reserve, so I got a little extra info, so that's always nice. Adam, thank you for joining us. James, thank you for joining us. Art, thank you very much. Is it Calais? Thank you. So yeah, it was super hot out there today. We spent a good couple of hours. The equipment that's out there, absolutely fantastic. I can tell you this much. I definitely was not expecting what I saw. Easily the best part of everything they have is, like my wife said, was in the yard. And of course that's all where the heavy artillery, where all the rifles, the heavy rifles were, where all the heavy armor was. And you'll actually get an opportunity to see the very first nuclear ground-to-ground launch vehicle. It's pretty cool. I know it's not slot cars, but hey, you know, the world is not just slot cars. If you're into anything cool whatsoever, this is definitely you're gonna like to see this. And here's a little secret for you guys. If you ever come across a video that you want to watch but you really don't have all the time, speed it up. Go to 1.25 or 1.50. on how fast the video is actually rolling. And you'll find you can still understand it, and that creator still gets full credit. It's not like they only get a portion of the watch time. They get full watch time regardless of how fast you watch the video. So if you think you got a 9-minute video, you only got 6 minutes, you put it on 1.25 and you squeeze out almost 6 minutes. Ryburn, thanks for joining us. Yeah, it sure is. Yep. And we're going to talk about where these cars came from tonight and how this fantastic store and gentleman Gene at NYC Slots, he's going to sponsor us here at Monday Night Live. And he's got some giveaways for us too. So he is indeed going to supply the front tire pit kits to go with the GT40 that I will be supplying. And he also has cars with logos of his own that he would like us to give out to the community as well. So absolutely fantastic of Gene at NYC Slots Limited. You can find him at GMQ2006 on eBay. Fantastic gentleman, great person to do business with. And I'll always make note of this, he is one of very few who actually wants to give back to the community. So to Gene, thank you very much. I appreciate it. We appreciate you and what you have to offer to the slot car community. Thank you very much. Winnie. Hang on a sec, guys. Irene. All right, we're back. Next door neighbor likes to give our dogs treats, so only one dog was outside right now. So, yeah, absolutely. So if you need something from NYC or Slot Car Wise, go see Gene. Let him know that you're part of our slot car community here, and he will absolutely have a discount of sorts for you. I can't say what it will be. He's not finalized anything quite yet, but he will offer you something, so let him know that you're here and you're a member. Yeah, my Dr. Pepper shirt is all tattered. It's kind of like my Count Chocula shirt. It's like literally falling apart, and it's kind of just, my wife doesn't really like how it looks. So this is the shirt I wore to the Artillery Museum today. I figured I'd probably have to, stand out in front of all that camouflage that was going on, but Yeah, he's good, Joe. Oh, thanks for joining us, Joe. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's definitely a good guy, Gene. Yeah. I totally appreciate anybody who wants to help us out in our community. There's a lot of takers, and I'm trying to provide a few more givers, if possible. I think Robert Fish was talking that there may be... Timmy Mack, thanks for joining us. Oh, I just got booted out of my own chat. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I got in trouble for showing that Hot Wheels show. I don't know if I mentioned that. Hey, Son of Sega, thanks for joining us. Right on. Yeah, no, Scott is the other person I would definitely go to as well. OYD Slot Cars, thanks for joining us. What's up? Well, it was a trip to the Royal Canadian Artillery Museum today. few hours driving, few hours standing in the hot beating sun. Absolutely fantastic. Not a cloud in the sky, a nice breeze, and lots of artillery. Rick, thanks for joining us. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. We all appreciate it. Oh, hi. Hi, bud. You're all hot. Did you get... Sorry, my Rottweiler just came in the room. He just got his treats from the neighbor. It's like his best friend. He whines if we don't let him out when she's in the next door inner yard next door. Oh, that's a nice size track, Adam. This is I'm from Winnipeg. I'm from Canada. Hey, Stockpile, right on, brother. Everybody, Steve's in the house. Thank you, my friend. Awesome. Awesome. So here's the deal I've made with Steve. Steve has some pretty great videos about lighting up cars. So Steve's probably going to do a couple of builds of LEDs on AFX Racemasters cars. And then I'm going to give them away or sell them. I'm not sure which one yet. So who'd be interested, once again, in a lit up, brand new lit up AFX car? Absolutely fantastic idea. I think it's great. Lights on AFX cars are like such a great idea. Yeah, of course it would be sweet, for sure. I think everybody would like to have at least one in their collection. Those LEDs light up fantastic. If you watch, if you check out Steve's videos, holy cow. He put a set of LED lights on those Viper cars. Woo! Damn. Yeah, absolutely. So you're not even losing any of your power, Steve. It's a percentage. It's like a percentage of a watt. It's so ridiculous. It's the absolute way to go. And I think maybe once AFX sees a few of them floating around, I think we could probably convince them to at least consider it. Yeah, are they, David, are they incandescent or are they LED? Yeah, not to mention they look absolutely fantastic, Steve. For those who don't know, Steve at Stockpile Hobbies, he runs a YouTube channel as well. So if you don't know Steve, please make sure you check him out and absolutely subscribe. I guess while we're here, everybody who's got a LED, LED, everybody who wants an LED car, put your hand up. Yeah, let's all put our hands up for the LED car. I'll take one. Absolutely. Favorite chassis is unquestionably the 440 x2, hands down. Yeah. Make sure Stockpile Hobbies is on your subscribe list, guys. And anybody who wants a shout out right now and some subscribes, please put your name in the comments right now. Some of you I know, I recognize names, some I don't. And if you have a channel, I want to make sure everybody knows. Because we're all cool and we all want to help each other out. That's how we are here. Or you wouldn't be here. Ow! There you go. Hit up Mr. Slot Car, everybody. Guys, everybody hit him up. It's all about entertainment. Large or small cars, they're all They're all slot cars. They're just bigger or smaller. Like I said, I would definitely have the larger cars if I wasn't sure it was going to absolutely break me at this point. I just don't have the room, and I don't have the money to start collecting a whole entire another series. Although I'd sure love to. The decal that they have and the liveries on the larger cars are fantastic. You get the European cars, so yeah. Oh, Enzo's birthday! Happy birthday, Enzo! All right, brother. Oh my gosh. Everybody's followed him so much. It's like we all knew him when he was just a little grasshopper, and now he's actually becoming a big man, you know what I mean? Awesome. Yeah, for sure. Ow! When oh, where'd we go here? When I do the race, after I review the blue Wildfire, blue and black, Wildfire AFX car, once I finish that review, we're going to be doing a race, and we'll hit them up on the track. Yeah, so always make sure, guys, when you come across the slot car channel, everybody's scraping right now. Everyone's scraping at the barrel. Everybody needs a little bit of a help all the time. It's just moving, it just helps move everybody forward. I personally, I think if we all got together on forums like this, and everybody who had a channel spoke up, and everybody hit them up, man, that's like 10 subscriptions just for saying hi and being part of the community. It pays off in dividends to have people here, regardless of the scale. I know that, you know, I don't do very much larger scale stuff, but we all know people who do, and certainly this list has at least, I can see 3 or 4 names in this list right now that do have larger cars. So Vipers are absolutely the way to go. Yeah. I own basically the top line of Vipers. Their Vipers are really good. Hey, Scott, thanks for joining us tonight, brother. Right on. Okay, so Scott is another one of these people. Scott's he's also a creator. Scott, I was just telling everybody that if you're a creator in the list right now, to let everybody know so we could all subscribe to each other. So Southern Slot Racing, he's got his site out. So he's putting out content. Lots of content out there. Slot Car League of Champions, another one. Everybody's putting out content. Like I always say, put it out and let people decide if they want to watch it or not. James, thanks for joining us, brother. Oh, there's Jeff. Thanks for joining us, Jeff. The Polymod. Definitely the Polymod. The Viper Polymod's probably the wickedest car I've ever driven. It's absolutely race ready and ready to go. So, you know, if you're thinking, but of course, you have to have a different power pack for your track, of course, or you can only run one car per track, per power pack at 22 volts. And still, it's suggested that you run 2 lanes at 30 volts. So, well, when you're ready to roll, Kelly, you let us know, and you'll be thrown in the pile too. Everybody gets a shot at glory. No, always happy to help. Just let us know. Yeah, the Molly mod? No, Poly. P-O-L-Y. Poly mod. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Troy, I actually invited Slot Car Crazy to join us tonight. Hey, everybody, NYC Slots Limited is in the house. Gene, I want to thank you for joining us tonight, brother. Everybody say hi to NYC Slots Limited. Thank you very much, Gene. We appreciate what you're doing for our community, and I thank you for being here tonight. Absolutely fantastic. Wow. Thank you very much, Gene. So, oh, there's Ted. Thank you for joining us, Ted. Gene, I want to thank you for that. Absolutely fantastic. Gene has just verified to us that his prizes or giveaways for the community are on the way. So, in the next week or two, we will soon be able to offer some prizes and some giveaways to those of us in our community who choose to join us. And to Gene, we all thank you very much, Gene. Absolutely appreciated. So Gene will be moving to his own site soon, but for now he's still at eBay. And of course, he's NYC Slots Limited, and you can find him at GMQ2006. Oh, Robert, thanks for joining us, Robert. Wow. It's you caught up in the review at just the right time, Robert. Gene from NYC Slots has joined us, and he's confirmed that the prizes for the giveaways have been sent, and it's just fantastic to have him here. Absolutely fantastic. So yeah, of course. So as soon as I finish up the wildfire car videos, once again, thank you very much, Gene from NYC Slots, who sold me these cars. He did not give them to me. I'd like to say I did purchase them. He made them available for me, and we got talking over these cars, and that led us to where we are right now. Absolutely fantastic. So I don't want you to think that Gene gave these to me. I bought these. He was willing to help out with our community and sponsor what we got going on. Yeah, it's the Polymod. It's the production modified. Yeah, it's got white back tires. Yeah, the V-Spec's nice too. Gene, are you still here? Can you post a link to your store? Oh, hey, how you doing, Ted? Thanks for joining us. Would you mind posting a link to your store, Gene, if you have it handy? Well, this is going to be a big one tonight, Robert. I was also mentioning how I was at the Royal Canadian Artillery Museum this afternoon. So that'll be a big one. Be a pretty interesting video. So of course, what's happening is Robert is going to do. He's going to do the Monday night review, and my wife Irene, she'll read it as the podcast for Wednesday. So if you're not capable of catching Monday night's live cast, you'll be able to see it as a podcast or hear it, I guess, as a podcast on Wednesday. Man, it was so hot today. Thank goodness there was a nice breeze. Yeah. The community grows. We'll grow this community, Scott. Me and you and everybody else here, brother. Absolutely. Keep pumping out videos that people want to watch. Keep gathering the community and make sure everybody knows what's going on. Absolutely fantastic. And the new AFX cars coming out right away. Let's see what I got here. Oh, I lost the cursor. There we go. Oh, where did I put it? So there it is, 22057. Of course, it's the Ford GT40 Mark II, and it's number 96. Yeah, this car looks fantastic, eh? I really like. I got so many extras of this car too. I believe this is probably one of the cars that I'm going to definitely. Steve's going to make a video of putting lights on. I think all we got so far on the. Actually, maybe Gene might know when this car will be available. Oh, okay. There you go, right there. So it's available next week, Ted. Absolutely fantastic. I was told middle of June, so I'm assuming middle of June. That's next week, obviously. So that'll be awesome. Be ordering a few of those. Obviously, doing the review. Got to put a couple on the shelf. Run a couple on the track. Let's see. Whew. No. Oh, awesome. Awesome. So when do you think you'll have them listed, Gene? June 15th, Thursday. Yeah, I was looking at that the yellow Lamborghini, Scott. My young nephew, for some reason, I showed him all the great brand new AFX Mustangs and Camaros, and the only thing he had to say to me was, "Do you have a Lamborghini?" And then I watched your video. And you got the 440 times 2 Lamborghini there, the yellow one. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is like a lightning bolt, man. Totally. Cool. Okay, sometime next week, anybody interested in this car, make sure you go see Gene at NYC Slots Limited. And of course, he could be found at GMQ 2006. Oh, wow. That's kind of strange, hey Ted? Was it not on at all, or was it broken off? But that's, that's the one thing that makes AFX so great, is the fact that they stand 100% behind, 100% behind their product. Absolutely fantastic. Great business model, extremely expensive business model, but really good. Really good. So, arrived without the wing. No shit. Wow. What a freaking blunder. Terrible QCing. Advertisement. All right. Too bad I don't get any of that. Oh, maybe I do. I don't know. I know, though, if I go showing more Hot Wheels TV shows, I'm not going to get any money. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I froze for a minute. I got booted out of my own chat earlier. Yeah, right? Right? Videos about like solar panels and EV cars and, that kind of thing. Absolutely. Yeah, that's what it should be. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Shen RC is Steve. His name is Steve. He's also a creator. He's got a really pretty huge following. He does lots of RC, and he's been doing HO slot car recently, putting out some pretty good videos. So if you haven't hit Steve up yet, please go see him. Definitely give him a subscribe. Check out his stuff. Pretty cool. Thanks for joining us, Steve. All right. Oh my gosh. You know where we are with slot cars right now? We're at the, the TCR, Total Control Racing. This is where we're at right now. And pretty soon we're going to be steering our cars around a slot car track. It's not far away. I think that's what the future is, literally. But Total Control Racing, like much different. Not quite like that, but way more control. And not so reliant on the rail below the car. So Steve, I'm about to make the video for the Blue Wildfire. Actually, I'm in the midst of making it right now. But I ended up at the Artillery Museum, the Royal Canadian Artillery Museum. So I couldn't finish it off. Another day. Right, David? That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's it. Absolutely. Yeah, gotta see the track layouts. Everybody loves a good track layout, right? Like Southern Slot Racing, I don't know if you guys seen his track. He's got a super long, really big track. I really like the big tracks. I guess you guys figured that out. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I'm halfway through the like I said, I'm halfway through the review of the blue car, and I'm currently on the pinion gear right now, and I can tell you this much, guys, and you'll see for yourselves during the video. Houston, we have a problem. Yeah, so stay tuned. I don't want to get too deep into it right now. If I could tell you all about the car, but then you have no need to watch the video. So when you guys get an opportunity, that video will be out tomorrow evening. Please check it out. The pinion gear is still an issue, and I really hate to say it. So, yeah. Yeah, well, oh yeah, see that's Steve, that could be a problem. That's another molding problem, like the pinion gear and the rear axle and crown assembly on my red Wildfire was spot on. The pinion was spot on straight, but it was molded like crap. So when it spun around, it looked like it was lobbing, but it was straight because it wasn't pulling the crown gear around. Now when I do the blue one, the pinion gear is pulling the crown gear around so much the back axle is moving side to side. So yeah, lifelike, absolutely. But AFX assures us, even in their posts on Instagram, that the problem with the pinion gear is fixed, and it's unfortunately it's not. Of course, even in a good run, you're still going to come across bad ones. Hey, I understand that. If you make 1,000, even if you make 1,000, okay, if you make 1,000 and you get 990, so you had 10 screwed up out of 1,000 pinion gears. That's probably acceptable as a pretty good run. But I can't imagine that this is what's been happening lately. I find it hard to believe as a collector and a person who reviews and scrutinizes and is in the industry with my head, looking around, always on the swivel watching what's going on. I mean, I've got to have something to say. So that's right? $100. You should be able, these cars should be Hot Wheels size, driving around racetracks. Right? Yeah, you totally could. You know what really surprises me? Here's the idea, and I'm surprised it was never made, guys. Anybody play an air hockey table ever? Anybody ever play air hockey? How about if we made a track that had the air hockey holes for the air, and the cars literally floated like Back to the Future 3 or 2? I think that would be totally cool. The short chassis cars, you have to add a level 42 magnet, Steve. Did you do that? Actually, you should do that with all your AFX cars. Yeah, like a hovercraft, Jack. Absolutely. You get it so that as you squeeze the trigger, it increases the air behind the car and obviously propels it forward. The car would be static and hovering inside the track, and the controller would control the little air puffs that are keeping the cars or spaceships floating down the track. No, Jeff, that's because they weren't. It was, yeah, right? They're made out of different material, first off. You know, like Nylotron. Is this a word that we've just decided to make up because it sounds good? It does sound cool, though. This is my Nylotron car, yeah. We race them every day. Oh, so you're telling me your armchair was like the one in Ghostbusters when they snatched they snatched Sigourney Weaver off the chair and pulled her into the kitchen, or what? Same kind of thing, just with like guns and flames. Yeah, those certainly too. When you look at the Mega G Plus, or sorry, the Mega G cars, that motor is like AFX should have carried on making those motors. But I can tell you right now, they're by how they look and how they're built, they're extremely labor intensive for from a manufacturing standpoint. And it's too bad that AFX had to go with the CAN motor, because it's not hobby if you can't tinker with it. No, sir, Calais coming up though, my friend. Absolutely. Yeah, there'll be many weeks where we have some pretty good giveaways. You know, my thank you to you guys. Certainly, Gene from NYC Slots. Absolutely appreciative of what we're doing here, and making sure that our community grows, because as we grow and he's here to help us, we're also here to help him too, because it helps his store grow. And if his store grows with our community, well, what do you think that's going to mean for us guys? Seriously. He's a great guy. I've spoken to him quite a bit, and I'm pretty excited about our collaboration here. So it should be pretty cool as soon as we start forking over the loot, you could say. Well, you could always. I have a whole bunch on my bench. I guess I could take one of the CAN motors apart. That would make a pretty cool video. Oh, the import regulations? Why is that? I don't. What's going on with that, Jeff? Yeah. Yeah, these are really nice car. I like the shape, first off, so they kind of caught me there. I mean, you know. Yeah, they're so nice. They're so nice. They look really appealing on the track too, and I'm really into that as well, Steve. If you haven't caught that from me, I'm very like racy oriented, and I like my cars to look racy as opposed to normal. Thank you very much, Gene. We appreciate that. Thank you for joining us tonight. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, they're thick, absolutely, Scott. And I can't tell on the red one. I can't tell if the decal is actually slightly yellow because the decal is thick and it has a. My wife noticed it. It's got like a yellowish appearance to it. Oh, right on. Yeah, this is totally fantastic. Everybody likes some executive exclusive releases. Pardon me. Whoa, had a major brain fart there. Everybody loves exclusives. Everybody. Yeah, exactly right, Robert. Tell us more about the exclusives. Everybody wants exclusives. Because normal slot cars are so boring these days that everybody wants to have that car. See, everybody loves exclusives. Who doesn't want it, right? Oh, it's the white 55, but this one's got a red dot on top. Gotta have it. Yeah, everyone that loves exclusives. Just keep that in mind, Gene. Everybody loves good exclusives, brother. Oh, wow. Yeah. Nice lineup. Whew. Man, I love exclusives. Well-made exclusives are the backbone of the slot car community. Of course, they have to be available for everybody. If an exclusive is put out, I'm a firm believer everybody should have a shot at it if you want. And in the end, if you didn't get it, well, yeah, could be in trouble if you try and get it at a decent price. Yeah, absolutely, Gene, for sure. Yeah, we're in a community right now where everybody loves exclusives because lots of people in our chat today deal with ProTinkerToys.com and they put out quite a bit of exclusives too. So Brian's got everybody really hungry for exclusives, which works out great for the community, of course. Means there's lots of variations going on out there. Yeah, they fly out the door like crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely fantastic. It's not going to take long to shoot them out. As soon as you get word of mouth and a few people like me, Scott, and anybody else, reviews go fast. Love a good review. Love a good car. Yeah, he's got some nice cars. Yeah. But I always wish that Brian would do something that really hasn't been done yet, and the slot car community really needs or is pushing to have pit kit of trailers, tractor trailers made. You see what I mean, Jeff? Everybody should have an opportunity to get them at regular price, and then if you miss out, you're hooped, and you should start looking under the $100 list. Yeah, that's exactly the problem. I hate that. That is so crazy. But I know from a retailer's point of view, you just want to sell them. Yeah, the Bulldog Vipers are mine is fantastic. Runs like snot. It is so fast. Oh, are you saying that the deluxe pit kit trucks are coming, Robert? Man, that would be cool. Then I could like do another truck. Well, maybe I'll sell the one I have right now. Well, it's just a matter of it's the waiting game, right, Jeff? Plus, you know, being that you have that hobby store near you, you know, you can check what's going on a regular basis, which is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, yeah, David. I don't know if you've seen my super speedway, but when that car goes around it, that's all it is. It's just all you hear is like every 1.8 seconds, it's like wink, 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 wink. It's like, all right. Basically, the Bulldog looked really super good. I got mine when it first came out, so it's got all the cool gear on it. Looks really good on the shelf. It's got the high speed motor, but the aluminum milled wheels are not made for high speed. They do look good, however. If I wanted to actually race it, I'd definitely have to change out the rims. The aluminum ones are just not. These are not made for like super high speed. Of course, the car's not just going to instantly fly off the track, but it's not made for top peak for performance at its highest rating. So. Yeah, thank you, Gene. I appreciate that. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. Whew. Yeah, pretty soon. Pretty soon, we're gonna start thinking about maybe some air conditioning, so that we don't melt. Yeah. Thank you very much, Gene. We appreciate that. So, guys, you've just now heard it. Uh, NYC Slots has offered a discount to anybody who comes from my channel or mentions me, and I just want to thank you, Gene. I appreciate doing business with you. I've had nothing but great experience with you, so I appreciate it. And as for us or me as as in the community, we all thank you. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, absolutely. And that'll definitely be a big part of the review for Wednesday. I'm almost certain of it. Um, so absolutely fantastic. Yeah, well, that's just it, Gene, and we thank you for that. It's nice that people, retailers understand that, or at least you do. Not too many others do. My brother, absolutely not. Finding you was definitely a needle in a haystack because not too many people want to give back. Everybody just wants to fill the pockets, and nobody wants to make sure that everybody has pockets to fill. Strange though, but it's all good. Yeah. So, anybody got anything big and exciting going on? Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you, brother. Absolutely fantastic. You know what, David? I can't do text to talk or talk to text anymore. Oh my gosh. I don't know where my phone gets some of these words from. My wife's like, what? She showed me, like, did I really say that? No, it just text to talk, and I'm just too lazy to change words, so I'll hit send anyways. Dunk! What? Oh my gosh. I just reread your message, David. That's hilarious. So yeah, if you guys are looking for the semis, the racing rig series, make sure you check out NYC Slots Limited. Gene's got a really cool selection of them, that's for sure. I was looking at them the other day. Man, if you're American, you guys are lucky. Holy cow. It's crazy. You're take 30% off and go buy more stuff. Youch. I wish. Oh, so that's the you're using the. See, my problem with screwed up words was I sometimes I talk too fast and it's trying to drag two words together. Try just saying every word, like, I know it seems silly, but sometimes in order to get it to come across straight, you need to just say every word sort of individually, and then it'll just load it all on. Because me, it would be like, and it would be like it's making up words or words that it thought I said. It's like having a Siri, or when your phone's on and you say something, like start off a word like see me, hey, come see me, and Siri comes on, I cannot find anything for that. A sympathy deal. A commercial. Oh, awesome. That means I've just made like 1/10 of a cent. Yeah. The Canadian sympathy deal. Yeah. That's a good one. Every little bit helps, though, for sure. Oh, man. Yeah, those orange pinion gears are awesome. Those ones are those. I think those ones are the. Jeff might know the, but I think those are the original ones that were built for the high performance cars. Oh, oh, I got a. When we were walking around, there was some vehicle that carried radar equipment or something, and it looked like a submarine. So I made a joke that, oh look, I think Canadians Army saved. We seem to have found the only submarine, and it's on the back of this trailer. You guys will see the video. It's pretty funny. Yeah. You see the whole thing though with that, Adam, is um, future slot car is disposable. So I'm not. Yeah, that's holy cow, eh? What's going on with that stuff? But the whole thing with the swapping of the gears is first off, swapping the rear gear is not the easiest. I mean, it's not super hard, but it's not easy. I mean, you could screw up a few things, I suppose. But really, what you need is it's going to be throwaway. So I see it like AFX does it, and of course anybody else does it, where of course the axle is already built onto. Um, the axle's obviously already built onto the crown gear. Uh, I was actually looking through Viper Scale Racing, and as usual, as I do, just to see what the stock is for these people, and of course they have the AFX Mega G Plus version of the back axle too. So may have a look at that. I never considered buying a separate axle, but with all these problems going on, I really like how the cars look, and I want them to run like they look too. Right? There's nothing worse than buying these great looking cars, and I can tell you right now, once again, problems. The blue car is going to have pinion gear problems, so um, it'll run, but it's going to sound really loud. And of course, I'll be running them together and separately, so that we'll be able to hear the difference, just to show what the difference would be, I guess. Yeah, I was. It's a matter. It's not going to take long until Viper Scale Racing figures out a way to start making some really detailed looking bodies. But I don't think HO. Unfortunately, quality HO will always be you buy your chassis here, you buy your shell there, or you buy a shell from a not so great producer and you put um, expensive chassis that runs perfectly but costs a whole entire day's salary. So yeah, see, that's a good price, Scott. Absolutely, I would definitely pay that. I would probably pick up. You'll have to let me know how it goes. I'll let you go through it first and review them. I'm sure they're going to be good. Everything that comes from Viper seems to be good. But I think it might be the route that I'll be taking, so probably grab a handful of those too. But like I said, I'll check out your review first. Yeah, Terry's pretty good. Yeah, these guys uh, definitely got their stuff down, and they got some good cars, good chassis going on for sure. Well, yeah, but when you think about it, Robert, what proportion of the cost would be the assembly for the rear assembly? Obviously, the shell's going to take up a good portion of that, and so is the chassis. But how much money, I wonder, does that leave for the front and rear axle, and of course the assembly parts? The reasonable amount of slot cars to own? Who knows? It all depends on the person for sure. That's the problem with slot cars, I guess. There's always something new and up and coming that we definitely gonna, we're definitely gonna want as collectors and people who review and like showing off collections and enjoy reviewing. Um, there's always got to be something next, something next. We're always waiting for the next biggest, best thing. Always. It's the BBD. We're always waiting for the bigger, better deal. And with slot cars, we're always waiting for the BBD. Always. So what is AFX next big trick in their bag of goodies? Well, I wonder. Obviously, this is it's the shell is reused obviously from the 95 and blah blah blah. And of course, AFX has put out the new Mustang and the Camaro, which absolutely look fantastic. Of course, I'm just wondering what's next on the hit list. I'd love that, Scott. If you could, brother, I'd appreciate that. Yeah, my nephew was just all over that. I couldn't believe it. All these fantastic cars that just came out. I'm sitting talking to my nephew, and I'm showing him all the cool cars, all the colorful cars. If you've seen my front page, all of those cars are up close, and I've showed him all of them. And the first thing he says to me is, "Do you have any Lamborghinis?" I said, no. And then I watched Scott's up and coming auction, and sure enough, there it was, yellow Lamborghini. It was kind of like unbelievable. It was totally like, I don't know what they call it, kismet. Yeah, crazy. Three Lamborghinis in the mail? Huh? I think they do, Rick. I think you can get an upgrade magnet for all the cars they sell. I would start by looking at Viper Scale Racing. They usually have, they're sort of big enough where they have a selection of sort of all the private dealers. They got actually he's got a fairly large selection of just about everything from everybody. Yeah, you see, it doesn't have to be absolutely in perfect shape. It just needs to look good. He's only gonna. He's a young kid. He's just. I don't know, man. When I was his age, Lamborghini. Oh my gosh, Lamborghini was the car, man. Everybody wanted a Lamborghini. Everybody. Oh wow, blazing brakes. So instead of putting them in the front, they put the lights in the back. Yes, right, right, Jeff. Absolutely fantastic. You see, that's what, of course, that's what you need. That's the two top bulkheads, and of course, just where it's built alone is a lead into the quality of the car or the chassis, anyways. Yes, Slot Car League of Champions. That's a pretty good set, actually. That's going to be really good when Scott is able to put some LED lights on these cars. We'll really have a good look at what they look like. See those ones on, there was a few on eBay for a while for like $140 Canadian. I thought, you got to be kidding me, man. You just put a 10-cent light on a $60 car. So I'm not so great at it, but what I am good at is making sure that the right parts are supplied to make sure it happens. So that's where Steve and Enzo come in at Stockpile Hobbies. Woo! 12 showcases. Holy. Are you talking about Stockpile Hobbies, Steve? Robert? Oh, yeah, the incandescent bulbs in the flamethrowers, I think, are all 3-watt bulbs. So the harder you squeeze the trigger, the more of that, the more closer you get to using 3 watts. So if you have a front and back bulb, that's up to 6 possible watts that could be being pulled away from how your car runs. That's the only thing about incandescent bulbs. Well, I mean, aside from the fact that they get dangerously hot as well. Plus, their light they only give off is proportionate to how much you're squeezing the trigger. So if you're only squeezing the trigger a little bit out of an incandescent bulb, you will only get a minute little bit of light with the lights off in the dark of your basement in the very corner underneath the tree fort that you made with your cousins while you slept over. It just doesn't work as good. Whereas if you had an LED light there, the instant you touch the trigger, the bulb goes as bright as it can. And why is that? Because they're only like 0.1 watts. Almost nothing. So this is why I say over and over and over again why Auto World keeps using these incandescent bulbs. And if you've happened to come across any of my videos, what I've done is the semis that are on my track are wired to my track where I've run LED lights from underneath the track up into the light section of the truck, and you can see they light up much brighter and they look really good. I just got tired of having to deal with driving them and them falling over and them not hooking up on the track properly and this, that, and the other. It just became a pain in the ass. They look absolutely great, but their functionality was ruined somehow by something Auto World did. They didn't transfer the Aurora style truck bodies and chassis and trailers over. It's kind of like it just doesn't work. It's kind of like the lighting. It's kind of like what Auto World did with the lighting on the cars. Like if you bought a flamethrower in the last series, what were they thinking? Aurora's been doing the same thing, lighting up cars and running their wires properly to the proper spots on the cars forever. And then Auto World comes along and decides that they're just going to change it all up. And here's the catch. We're all on the hook for those unfortunate cars. Because if this were AFX, we'd all be getting our money back. It's exactly the same as the Super 3 line. When you guys think about it, Auto World's been pushing product off on us for a very long time and not standing behind it. So we all had to suck up the Super 3 fiasco, and I bought 6 of them. And then we have to suck up the fiasco that's going on. It seems to be more of the same. Yeah. Right, Robert? That's exactly it. Oh, we could do this cheaper. Oh yeah, we're just going to solder them to the underside of the shoe. Well, that's a great idea. Yeah, let's do that. And then they put shoe springs in there. Well, what did you do that for? The shoes don't even touch the springs. I showed that in my video. I took the springs right out. In fact, the flamethrowers run really good if you took the springs out. It's I don't understand. And even, they still even have those little clips the wires are supposed to go through. And now they've changed it, okay? I haven't seen any or reviewed them yet, but I do know what they've done to them to fix them, and I don't understand why they just didn't do that in the first place. The little plate that the shoe attaches to now has a little lip going up the side. And that's where they attach the wire to, instead of attaching the wire to the bottom of the cup. Oh, gosh. I could just eat my hat that they were stupid enough to do that. Why? Right? Right, Steve? So I don't know if you've tried yet, Steve, but you could probably you get better run off it if you take the shoe springs off. Uh, yeah. Yeah, and like not standing behind them, so so it's the same thing. And then there was the flamethrowers. There was no replacement for flamethrower cars. It's absolutely terrible. Yeah, right, Jeff. When you know what, when the wheels working fine, it's round and it's rolling smoothly, and then you have some egghead who thinks, oh, the wheel will turn more efficiently if we make it oval. But what about the round wheel that's been working perfect and doesn't need to be changed? Oh no, it'll work better if we make it oval. How about this one? Oh, it'll work better if we use Dylan Mulvaney to fucking advertise our Bud Light. Right? How's that for an example? Probably shouldn't have gone there, but I did. Right. Auto World, yeah, exactly. Exactly. They're more about pushing money. See, AFX has a good brand. I have a feeling that they probably wish they didn't stop producing the Mega G, or have to stop, or should have actually persisted on it. Um, but they have a good opportunity to make some really nice looking cars that they just literally really need to just to buck it up a little bit. It's not even much, really, right? Really. These people are working, and we already know it doesn't take a brain surgeon to know what I say, what Brian Young says, is how they're being built. Both companies are probably having all their slot cars built in the same building, literally probably a 4 square building, and on each wall are where the machines to make each car are. You know what I mean? It's literally probably like that. And it has to be. Because, like I said, when the lockdowns happened in China, there were 100% lockdowns, even in the production cities, and yet our cars were still coming to us. So, like I said, were these people sleeping in the same place they were making our cars? It's an awfully good question. Yeah, we definitely do. It just has to be more consistent. See, what they don't understand is what we keep saying is, oh, we would all pay $5 more if the cars were made better. Okay? So we pay him the $5 and the cars come. The first load of cars come, and like I said, out of 1,000, only 10 are screwed up. So that would be considered a pretty good run. Instead, what'll happen is we'll get that discount, the cars will come, they'll be made better in the first run, and then that $5 will get sucked up. And QC will be tripping over each other like the goddamn Three Stooges, trying to figure out what needs to go where. Yeah, well, the older chassis were made in quality places. Essentially, if they were made or produced in the United States or Malaysia, absolutely fantastic. And like Jeff said, if you got a 440 times 2, you're looking for a 2 front bulkhead and 4 back, and you're golden. They don't get much more sewn up than that. I've talked about that in past reviews of 440 times 2s, and it's worth mentioning because the labor that happened in that particular factory was a lot different than the way the labor is happening right now. It almost seems right now there's probably a guy standing in the middle of a room with a gun, and he's pointing at everybody who decides to take a break. In Malaysia, I have the feeling that they probably had it pretty comfortable there for a little while they were building their cars, because damn, they sure took pride in their work. And that's probably why we all prefer. Oh, Mayor, thanks for joining us, brother. Yeah, there you go. It just can't come from China. Like, if it comes from China, slot car wise, it the quality is questionable. And it's really not hard to find. If you're looking for, I'll tell you right now, if you're looking for quality 440 times 2s, have a look at the Cars and Crew by Tyco. Tyco Hot Wheels. They're the Cars and Crews. They're the ones that come with the 4 little people, the cars, the stand. Those cars I found are Malaysian built 440 times 2s. They're definitely fantastic. All the chassis are top quality, from what I've found anyways. The only thing that's a little bit sad are the wheels are, of course, like rubber's not lasting that kind of test of time. But some of them are still good. They're just a little on the firm side. But definitely top quality chassis. The 440 times 2 Cars and Crew. So I have a feeling we're about to get another, excuse me, in a month or two, I think more like 2, I have a feeling we're about to get another AFX drop right away. And I'm personally waiting on the closed cockpit Top Fuel dragster. $80 on $80. Yeah, Tyco. Yeah, well, that's Tyco's top. 440 times 2. Can't go wrong. It's the chassis that runs forever. So it'd be nice to see, like we've already been pondering, who actually owns the 440 times 2 chassis, and how cool would it be if we can get those going again? $80 on $80. Lifelikes are interesting. I'm not sure which pile to put lifelikes in. I don't know. I don't know anybody who has a large collection. Does anybody have a large collection of lifelikes here? To me, they just seem I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's to me they're kind of like what extraction is to 440 times two. Yeah, those sprint cars, Adam. That's right. I remember now. That's why I originally wanted to get into Lifelike. Uh, those sprint cars, and SVR goes to the watch the sprint cars in the dirt track. I'll be taking you guys for a few races in the coming weeks, and I'm gonna do a promo for it right away, where I'll visit my racetrack and show you guys what's going on before the action happens. Should be pretty cool. Yeah, Mr. Slot Car, that's exactly. I think that's what my hang-up was about them. They're too toyish for me. I really like the that really tight. It just can't be. You know, the words, right? What are the words I'm looking for? It's kind of like. Damn. What do I say? They're like, toyish. I guess toyish covers it. Toyish covers it. Yeah. Yeah. Rich's Slot Car Room. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, Mattel. The Mattel ones. You're talking about the Cars and Crew or the that line. They do have that roundish, cartoonish look to it. Yeah. Even the guys that come with it are, kind of cartoonish. Yeah, exactly, right? Cartoonish. That's probably the word for it. And Adam, what chassis are those? Are those sprint cars on? Hey, Curtis, how you doing, brother? Haven't seen you in a bit. Thanks for joining us tonight. The pit crews. Do you mean the little people like the Jackman and the what comes the Jackman, the tire changer, the gas man, and the flagman? Is that the one you're talking about, Mr. Slocker? Because if that's so, then that's the guys that come in the Tyco Mattel 440 times 2 Cars and Crew. I've reviewed a whole bunch of them. So if you look back in my videos, some of the very first videos I did were about the Cars and Crew, so I can get those little dudes out of there. Yeah. M chassis are the ones on the sprint cars, Jeff? Yeah, no problem, Mr. Slot Car. In fact, I think maybe if you check out ProTinkerToys.com, that's ProTinkerToys.com. They used to have a fairly big selection of those specific types of cars, actually. That's where I got most of my collection from, was from Brian. Even when he does his aisle walkthroughs, you can see them hanging on the side usually. And Adam might know a little bit about it, if he's still got a whole bunch of them. They're great though. They run nice. I like them for their purely for their chassis. Plus, they're legit sponsored NASCAR logos, so they look great too. We're looking for the Tyco 440 times 2 cars and crew, Adam. We were wondering if Brian had any of them left. That's the Tyco car with the little race dudes, the 4 of them. With the front tire off. So it's like a sled on the front. You put little skis there. Yeah, with the pit crew. So, Mr. Slot Car, maybe check out ProTinkerToys.com. That's where I got mine from, and Adam's in the know there, so he certainly would have a clue. And sounds like there's a few there. It's just, I find it totally amazing that those cars have stood the test of time. And in all of our slot car cases, the car that we're going to reach for, if we want something that's going to last, we're going to grab probably a 440 times 2. Or the 440, I guess. They both run pretty good, but the 440 times 2 seems to be the secret sauce. Oh, is that the problem? They're a little too big. They're dragging against the wheel well or something. Like I said, I've never owned any, so these problems will all work through together. Let's see what I got here. What do we got? What do we got? Woo! Post a picture of the disappointment pack again. I mean, 440 times 2 underneath the semi sounds like a plan. Oh. Thanks for joining us, Steve. Shen RC, thank you very much. We appreciate it. We'll see you soon, brother. Everybody make sure you go check out Shen RC and check out what he's got for his HO. Fantastic. And, of course, man, if you're into RC, this could be your man. Thanks, Steve. We appreciate it. We'll see you later. Yeah, the refund pack, right, Rich? Oh, my gosh. Damn, I was so blown away. I'm looking at my emails, and it's like YouTube just paid me money. Or not YouTube, eBay. eBay just paid me. It's like, what do you mean eBay paid me? I'm not selling anything. And then it hit me. Damn that red car. Hey, Doc, thanks for joining us. Oh, right. You weren't with us last week. Okay, we figured it out, Doc. We know where it is. We know what happened. Okay? The red car was supposed to be candy red and was painted wrong. So we think what happened was, of course, when this sample was sent, we figured the rest of the cars were still being worked on. So by the time the sample was looked at and received and realized it was the wrong color, we think that the car was already painted. So I'm guessing they all had to be taken apart and stripped of the color, I'm assuming, and put back together again. So I'm wondering if it's going to be noticeable that the cars were taken apart, because you won't be able to to change the color without taking the windshield out, without taking obviously the chassis off. But we're just talking about the shell here, so it's not a chassis. The chassis is going to be the standard AFX Mega G Plus chassis. That's already a far gone conclusion. Now, what isn't is what exactly is going to be happening with that car to fix it. So, like everybody else, it's nice to have my money back, but when do I get to give you my money? And let me tell you, there's not too much times in my life where I'm literally throwing money at people. That would be one of them. On another note, my parachute guy came in the mail. So if y'all don't know what's going on with this, obviously not a slot car. Adam Hurt, you know what this is for, brother. Check that out. All right, so what this is for those of you who know or don't know, you now do know, I own a drone. And I don't know about you guys, but I used to have lots of these little army men on parachutes when I was younger. Well, my drone will go up 150 meters. So that's 450 feet. Okay? Following me now? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook it up so that I can use my drone to bring it up to as high as the drone will go. And then I'm going to just let it go. Now, if you think that's a pretty cool idea and you've always thought about doing it, you guys ever see those styrofoam planes that are like 4 feet big? Hang tight. Okay, so you've seen these at fairs and at hobby shops and stuff. So the plan is exactly the same thing. I'm going to take it up and then I'm just going to drop it from 450 feet in the air and we'll see what happens with it. Should be pretty cool. Yeah, that's exactly it, Robert. Hopefully, I'll do it away from as much stuff as I can, but I have 450 feet in the air, man. I don't know how far this thing's gonna float for. I could be chasing it for like kilometers if it catches a breeze, like literally. Yeah, right. You know, when you hear me on the news, Manitoba man found flying drones practicing for the war or some stupid crap like that. Who knows, man? Are UFOs seen? Oh, yeah. Yeah, they'll shoot it down, but first Trudeau's going to say he sent them after it. This is actually, when you say F-16, this is what Trudeau's going to send to shoot it down. He's going to send one of these. He's going to send a drone to shoot down this. Because that's all we have. We just gave our only 6 tanks to Ukraine, and we've just donated $500 million. Oh, boy. Yeah, exactly. That would be... Oh, that's an idea. I just might do that. Yeah, so ridiculous, eh? Absolutely ridiculous. Joseph, my new member, thank you very much, my friend. I absolutely appreciate it. Thank you. And thank you for joining us tonight. I was wondering if you were going to come out and join us tonight. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Joseph, for joining us. I appreciate it. Everybody, Joseph's one of my new members. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah. Woo. All right. Were you on your phone before, Gail? Mayor? Yeah, we'll borrow you a couple of fighters. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Oh, yeah. Our F-18s? What? Damn. That's crazy. Yeah, you see, Slot Car League of Champions, the only problem with that is AFX has locked their track width to a certain amount. So if you're going to run, the reason why you could do the 24 and the 32nd is because the track width is proper for either of those cars. There's still distance between them. But if you got any bigger than 1/64th, the cars will be banging into each other. And this is one of Robert Fish's issues with some cars, is the fact that their scale is ballooning in every direction. Man, no F-35s. I know, and we actually are... we're part of the building of that F-35, so we are entitled to the sale of it, or to purchase it. And yet, I don't know what's going on. What's going to happen is Canada's going to order 50 of them, and then the next Prime Minister is going to come in and they're going to go, no, that's too expensive. And then we all know how politics works. Well, you can't greased hands. You can't. Oh, we're not going to build that anymore, or we're not going to buy that anymore. So the millions of dollars we gave you that that greased your palms, we need that back. That doesn't happen. This is what's happened to Canada in the last little while. So military spending is taking a definite dive, and it's actually extremely sad that we have the money to send $50 million to Ukraine, but we don't even have the money for our own military, or our own defense spending is retarded, man. So sad. But anyways, we're here to talk about slot cars. Yeah, the Vipers are the right scale, though. Dan is very particular about that kind of thing. The Peugeots are right on the line. But the good thing about Peugeots is they don't leave their lane. They don't float around. So that's why you can run the Peugeots. And I have, of course, side by side with no problems. Yeah, right, Jeff. No refunds. Exactly. That's exactly it. pay the big penalty to have nothing. It's kind of like our 4 submarines we bought from Britain. One of them worked, one of them floated, one of them sank, and one of them was for parts. Good thing we bought 4 submarines, because now we have parts for the one that works. Wow. It's been a pretty good night tonight, guys. I just want to say, not closing down or anything, I just want to thank everybody while we can. Thank everybody for being here. I want to thank all my members that are here today. I want to thank you. Absolutely fantastic, guys. And as I always say, I want to thank you for allowing me some of your time. I appreciate it. Time is the one thing that we'll never have enough of. So I thank you for sharing some of your time with me. Absolutely fantastic, guys. I thank you for sharing your time with everybody here and being part of the community. We're growing this community. It's absolutely starting to take off. HO Slot Car, we're taking it into the future. And thanks to people like Carzo HO Racing, who's putting out his content on a regular basis. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you for joining us today, Carzo. Absolutely fantastic. Guys, make sure you check his site out as well. And he's got something going on that's a little different than the rest of us. He's in a completely different continent. So he's got another look on how slot cars go, which is absolutely fantastic, which is kind of like watching Mr. Slot Car. He's got the same thing going on. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, Carzo. That's the deal, right? It's your little piece of paradise. That is your niche. That is what people are going to want to see, and that kind of thing. Absolutely fantastic. Surprise guest in. Ding 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 ding. Yeah. Yeah. I can't do Discord tonight, Robert. I'm so done from walking around in the hot sun all day. Whew. But anybody who's interested, definitely we're gonna do this. Robert, are you planning on doing some Discord tonight? And looks like Gale Force as well. I really got to write down the address for that Discord channel of mine. Ugh, I'm so bad. So terrible at it. Yeah. What is it? Let me see. Okay, so now what is my, oh, it's it's good night, Dave. Thanks for joining us, brother. I appreciate it. We'll see you again. Oh, one of my boys are barking outside. Keep telling them, no yelling. Yeah, Jangle's my #1 fan, and Robert Fish, actually my moderator, won a whole bunch of prizes because of that. Yeah, you guys can head over to Gale Force. He's going to be here today, so he can host Discord tonight. No problems there. So make sure you hit him up at that address. That's where everyone will be tonight. Hey, Tim, thanks for joining us tonight. It's been a while. I personally have not tried the Tyco bikes. I was looking at them the other day though. They do look pretty cool, but they have a couple of very hard to find parts. So that would be one downside to owning them. Yeah, they do look pretty cool. Absolutely. Oh, nice. Parts are available. Okay, then that's good. The last time I seen them or heard about them, somebody was talking about parts that they were having a hard time finding. Set looks cool to me. When you get the Harley set, isn't it the trailer and the Harley bike? Oh, yeah, no kidding. I guess they probably want to fall over. Yeah, Harley truck, trailer, and bike. That set looks pretty cool. So that's the same style of bike then. I've seen that a few times. Yeah. Oh boy. Here's one. Look at this one. So this is the Tyco dirt bike. All the thrills of motorcycle racing in HO scale. Oh yeah. Ah, Southern Slot. How you doing, brother? You're in what do we got here? Okay, so you're in with the what am I saying? What am I trying to say here? Blah 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 blah. Where is everybody? Whew. Uh-oh. Robert Fish is calling me. I can't take a call. I'm using... Oh. I don't have my headphones and stuff hooked up right now anyway, so I couldn't even if I wanted to. I like the Microsk Electric, although they remind me of the battery-powered Hot Wheels set I bought. It's okay, Robert. Don't worry about it. Yeah, they look okay. The braid might be an interesting way to transfer the power on HO scale. Yeah, they need more. The problem with is the braid. They need to be pulled to the track a little bit more. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna have to roll out. We're at hour number 2 now. Absolutely fantastic, man. Time flies when you are having fun, and absolutely awesome night. So we're lucky enough to have our sponsor show up and provide some pretty awesome stuff for us and our community. Absolutely fantastic. And Gene from NYC Slots, that's limited. And of course, he can be found at GMQ2006 on eBay. And make sure you hit him up. Let him know that you're part of our community. As he was here and stated that anyone who's in the comments or one of my subscribers, certainly a member, is definitely in line for some sort of a discount. I'm not sure how big it is, but anything is definitely way bigger than what discount anybody else is offering. That much I can guarantee you. I want to thank you all for joining me tonight. I want to thank you all for being here and joining us. Nobody gets to the top by themselves. Everybody needs a community. And I want to thank you guys for being part of this community. We're all making this grow together. And Slot Cars, as I've always said, will grow into the community. Definitely. We all have a story to our HO glory. Just remember that. Also, once again, I want to thank you guys for giving me a little bit of your time. It's the one thing we'll never have enough of. So from all of us here at Slot Valley Racing, don't forget, get your heart racing.